Now, train services are being hit by more strike action this week as RMT members walk out in a long-running dispute over jobs, pay and conditions.
Yeah, and this comes after members of ASLEF walked out on Wednesday, meaning several operators were running no trains.
Let's speak now to friend of the programme and travel correspondent Simon Calder with his thoughts. And I believe, Simon, that you are at Stansted Airport right now, which is very, very significant because this week we've seen pictures and photos of people actually sleeping on the floor there due to these train strikes.
Well, it's been pretty miserable. And yes, I've just been past some sleeping passengers, all very lively here. So, yeah, a very, very busy morning. Staff's telling me that things are back to pre-COVID levels. But nobody, I can guarantee, of the thousands of passengers who are here today boarding flights which began in the past half hour or so. Nobody got here by train this morning because the first one doesn't arrive until 8 a.m. So, yeah, people came up last night, slept on the floor, and there's been repeats of that sort of scene in Gatwick, at Luton, Birmingham, Manchester airports. So today's strike, yes, it feels as though your rail ticket is a lottery ticket, but it's not actually any more significant than previous RMT strikes. It's causing lots of damage, none of it in Wales or Scotland, where Transport for Wales and ScotRail running normally, but it will be having an effect on the main long-distance operators as well as the commuter services. But it's tomorrow, Saturday, the 3rd of June, Cup Final Day, Epsom Derby Day, when it's really going to have an effect. The train drivers belonging to ASLEF actually have much more of an impact. And as a result of that, if you are hoping to travel tomorrow, well, good luck unless you're lucky enough to live in Wales or Scotland.
OK, so we'll keep it quick. I understand you're actually on the way to get your flight there. You might got your duty-frees in your hand, no doubt. But look, the timing of this, it seems extremely cynical, very dubious. Obviously, ASLEF and no fans of sport. It's going to be bedlam for Manchester United and Man City fans trying to get down from Manchester to London. Is the public getting really fed up with this now?
Oh, yes, absolutely, because it's now almost a year. It was Midsummer's Day 2022 when the first national rail strikes since the 1980s began. And everyone thought, oh, well, it'll be over by Christmas. And, of course, it wasn't. And I've talked to Mick Whelan, the boss of the Train Drivers Union, ASLEF, and he says we're no closer to any kind of settlement. Basically, we want a decent cash rise to make up for the fact that we haven't had a pay rise for 3 or 4 years. We worked all the way through COVID, and we don't want any strings attached. Very similar message from the RMT union. The government, meanwhile, says, you've got to be joking. The rail finances are a complete disaster after COVID. You can have a modest increase, but you're only getting that if you agree to productivity increases. Meanwhile, poor old passengers stuck in the middle. It's looking increasingly as though you simply cannot trust the railways to get you where you need to be. And of course, tens of thousands of City and United fans tomorrow will be travelling by coach instead because Avanti West Coast will not be able to take them from Manchester to London.
OK, Simon Calder, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed at Stansted Airport. We'd better let you go catch your plane. Thank you very much.